know that there were 3 men in the Bible who could not cut their hair? They were called Nazarites. The first was Samson, the most famous. Samson's mother was visited by an angel who told her that her son would be a Nazirite from the womb and would follow the Nazirite vow throughout his life. His strength was tied to his vow and his hair, which was the symbol of it. However, after being betrayed by Delilah and breaking the restrictions, he lost his strength. The second is the prophet Samuel. His mother Hannah promised to dedicate her son to God as a Nazirite even before he was born. Thus, Samuel grew up under these restrictions and became a great prophet and leader of Israel. The third was John the Baptist. Although the word Nazirite is not used, John followed a similar lifestyle. In the Gospel of Luke, the angel Gabriel said that John would avoid strong drinks and be consecrated to God from the womb, living a life of consecration in the desert. Do you enjoy biblical stories? Then share it with more people.
So how can any of this possibly help in your deconstructing of Christianity? It is basically giving you a format for how denominations happen. So of course, we can go into the Bible where we're looking at the Old Testament, whether we're looking at Leviticus or Exodus, or we can go to where we're looking at 1 Corinthians, where it talks about the fact that a man should not trim his beard or the edges of his hair, that he should let his hair grow. Right? We had that in the Old Testament. Let his hair grow. And he shouldn't trim those things. But yet when we get in 1 Corinthians, it says that a man who has long hair is disgraced, is a shame, is sinful, is not a man of God. So how is it that the Nazarites get away with it? Is it because of Solomon? And not Solomon. I always say Solomon. But is it because of Samson? Is it because Samson's hair was the source of his power? So therefore, since he was a Nazarite, all Nazarites that come after him have to wear the long hair. And we know that there are certain Jewish sects that still wear the long hair. And only because of the story of Samson, now that special sect gets to wear long hair. But the rest of the people who follow this book cannot wear long hair, because it talks about the priests should never shave their beard or the sides of their hair. That means that the priest, if you're a Levite, then you get to wear the long hair. It's all these little differences that people keep coming up with within these books in order to justify why one group gets these types of rules from this God and another group gets a separate types of rules from this God. And if this God is supposed to be the one God, and everybody, all the Israelites, just the Israelites are supposed to be his children, why does he create separations even within his own children? That's really bad parenting, to create separation between your own children. It's one thing to say, okay, this kid is good at this kid is good at that. I'm going to support each one of them in both of what they do. But when you give these conflicting messages, because right now, people, they don't know what their tribe was in the Israelite tribe. And so Paul in Corinthians just, hey, look, it is a disgrace for a man to have long hair. Just right clear across the board. Even though Jesus supposedly had long hair. Supposedly he had this hair that looked like wool and was longer haired. But Jesus was supposedly growing up in Nazareth. So oftentimes you'll hear people say that he was a Nazarite, or at least a Nazarene. But Paul goes against that, the long hair. So which one are you supposed to do? That's why there are so many denominations in Christianity, because people will read one part of the Bible and then they decide, oh, we're Baptists because we believe in total submersion and that you can't have to be baptized in order to go to heaven. Or we're Seventh-day Adventists because you're supposed to uphold the law and you're supposed to honor the Sabbath. And that's on Saturday, for sundown Friday to sundown Saturday. All these different denominations are created because people read a few passages and create their own version of what they believe to be the same religion. But the moment you start creating your own versions of that religion, you're no longer of the same religion. So all these Christian denominations are not participating in the same religion. They are not all Christians in the sense of what they believe a Christian is, because each group thinks that their group is the right Christian. So are you supposed to wear long hair, or are you not supposed to wear long hair? Is it the Samsonites, the Nazarenes, the Nazarites? Are they the only ones supposed to wear long hair? The Leviticus priests, are they the ones who are supposed to wear long hair? But everybody else is supposed to cut their hair? Which one is it? But according to 1 Corinthians, no man should be wearing long hair. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So what do you guys think? Continue to share, like the videos. My mouth hurts. I had a dentist today. Always remember you have to free yourself to be yourself because your greatness is non-negotiable. Good journey, good vibrations.